오신 것을 환영합니다. 오늘은 3월 4일 수요일입니다. 오전 7시 24분입니다. 이번 시간은 신약성경을 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 마태복음 14장 1절부터 영어 성경으로 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. At that time, Herod Tetrarch heard of the fame of Jesus and said unto his servants, this is John the Baptist. He is risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works to show forth themselves in him. For Herod had laid hold on John and bound him and put him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife. For son said unto him, it is not lawful for thee to have her. And when he would have put him to death, he feared the poor multitude because they counted him as a prophet. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias dances before them and praised Herod, whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, give me here John Baptist's head in a charger. And the king was sorry, nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison. And his head was brought in a charger and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother. And his deceivers came and took up the body and buried it, and went and told Jesus. When Jesus heard of it, he departed thence by ship into a desert place apart. And when the people had heard thereof, they followed him on foot out of the cities. And Jesus went forth and saw a great multitude, and was moved with compassion toward them, and he healed their sick. And when it was evening, his disciples came to him, saying, this is a desert place, and the time is now past. Send the multitude away, that they may go into the villages and buy themselves victuals. But Jesus said unto them, they need not the bread, give ye them to eat. And they say unto him, we have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes. He said, bring them thither to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven, he blessed and brake and gave the loaves to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude. And they did all meet it, and we are filled, and they took of the fragmental that remained 12 baskets full. And they had eaten, we are about 5,000 men, beside women and children. And straight away, Jesus constrained his disciples to get into a ship and to go before him unto the other side, while he sent the multitudes away. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with the waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went unto them working on the sea. And when his disciples saw him working on the sea, they were troubled, saying, it is a spirit. And they cried out for fear. But straight away Jesus spake unto them, saying, be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. And he said, come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him, and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? And when they will come into the ship, the wind ceased. Then they that were in the ship came and worshipped him, saying, of truth, thou art the Son of God. And when they were gone over, they came into the land of Gennesaret. And when the man of that place had knowledge of him, they sent out into or the country around about and brought in unto him, or that we are the citizen. And we sought him that they might only touch the hem of his garment, and as many as touched were made perfectly whole. Then came to Jesus scribes and Pharisees, which we are of Jerusalem, saying, why do thy disciples transgress the tradition of the elders, for they wash not their hands when they eat bread? But he answered and said unto them, why do ye also transgress the commandment of God by your tradition? For God commanded, saying, honor thy father and mother, and he did curse father or mother, let him die death. But he say, whosoever shall say to his father or his mother, it is kept by whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me. And honor not his father or his mother, he shall be free. Does have made the commandment of God of non-effected by your tradition. Hypocrites will did Isaiah's prophesy of you, saying, these people drew so nigh unto me with their mouth, and honors me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain they do worship me, teaching doctrines the commandments of men. And he called the multitude and said unto them, hear and understand, not that which goes into the mouth defiles men, but that which comes out of the mouth, this defiles men. Then came his disciples and said unto him, knowest thou that the Pharisees were offended after they heard this saying? But he answered and said, every friend which my heavenly Father has not planted shall be looted. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Then answered Peter and said unto him, declare unto us this parable. And Jesus said, ye also yet without understanding? Do not yet understand that whatsoever enters in at the mouth goes into the belly and is cast out into the throat. But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. But out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, fails, witness, blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man, but to eat with unwashing handles defiles not the man. Then Jesus went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David, my daughter is grievously vexed with devil. But he answered her not a word, and his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she cries after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to dogs. And she said, Truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the trembles which fall from their master's table. Then Jesus answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith, be it unto thee, even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour. And Jesus departed from thence and came nigh unto the sea of Galilee, and went up into a mountain and sat down there. A great multitude came unto him, having with them those that were lame, blind, dumb, maimed, and many others, and cast them on at Jesus' feet, and he healed them. In so much that the multitude wondered when they saw the dumb to speak, the maimed to behold, the lame to walk, and the blind to see, and they glorified God of Israel. Then Jesus called his disciples unto him and said, I have compassion on the multitude, because they continue with me now 3 days, and I have nothing to eat, and I will not send them away fasting, lest they faint in the way. And his disciples say unto him, Whence should we have so much bread in the wilderness as to feed so great a multitude? And Jesus says unto them, How many loaves have ye? And they said, 7, and a few little fishes. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the ground. And he took the 7 loaves and the fishes, and he gave thanks and break them, and gave to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude, and they did all eat and were filled, and they took of the broken meat that was left 7 baskets full. And they did eat beer for 1,000 men beside women and children. And he sent away the multitude and took a ship and came into the coast of Magdala. Magdala. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, I will be fair weather, for the sky is red, and in the morning it will be for weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can the sun the base of the sky, but can not discern the signs of the time. So, wicked and adulterous generation seekers after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. And when his disciples will come to the other side, they had forgotten to take bread. Then Jesus said unto them, take heed and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. And the early son among themselves, saying, it is because we have taken no bread. Which when Jesus perceived, he said unto them, O ye of little faith, why listen ye among yourselves, because ye have brought no bread. Do ye not yet understand, neither remember the 5 rubles of the 5,000, and how many baskets ye took up, neither the 7 rubles of the 4,000, and how many baskets ye took up. How is it that ye do not understand that I speak it not to you concerning bread, that ye should beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees? Then understood they how that he beware them, and not beware of the leaven of bread, but of the doctrine of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. When Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? And they said, some say that thou art John the Baptist, some Eliah, and others Jeremias, or one of the prophets. He says unto them, but whom say ye that I am? And Simon Peter answered and said, Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus answered and said unto him, Blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Yona, for flesh and blood has not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Then charges his disciples that they should tell no man that he was Jesus the Christ. From that time forth began Jesus to show unto the disciples how that he must go unto Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be killed and be raised against the Saturday. Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying, Be it far from thee, Lord, this shall not be unto thee. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, Satan, thou art an offense unto me, for thou savourest not at the things that be of God, but those that be of man. Then said Jesus unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give it a exchange for his soul? For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. And after 6 days, Jesus takes Peter, James, and John, his brother, and brings them up into an high mountain apart, and was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as light. And behold, there appeared unto them Moses and Elias talking with him. And then answered Peter and said unto Jesus, Lord, it is good for us to be be here. If thou wilt, let us make here 3 tabernacles, one of thee, and one for Moses, and one for Eleazar. While he yet spake, behold, for a light cloud overshadowed them, and appeared a voice out of the cloud, which said, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear him. And when the deceivers heard it, they fell on their face and were sore afraid. And Jesus came and touched them and said, Arise and be not afraid. And when they had lifted up their eyes, they saw no man save Jesus only. And as they came down from the mountain, Jesus charged them, saying, Tell the vision to no man until the Son of Man be risen again from the dead. And his disciples asked him, saying, Why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elias is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him certain men kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is lotanic and sore vexed for times. He falls into the fire and opt into the water. And I brought him to the disciples, and they could not cure him. Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him to me. And Jesus rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. Then came Jesus apart and said, Why could not we cast him out? And Jesus answered unto them, Because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit this kind goes not out but by prayer and fasting. And while they abode in Galilee, Jesus said unto them, The Son of Man shall be betrayed into the hands of men. And they shall kill him, and the third day he shall be raised again, and they were exceeding sorry. And when they were come to Capernaum, and that received the tribute money, came to Peter and said, "Does not your master pay tribute?" He says, yes, sir. And when he was coming into the house, Jesus prevented him, saying, "What thinkest thou, Simon, of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute of their own children or of strangers?" And Peter says unto him, "Of strangers." Jesus says unto him, "Then are the children free, not withstanding, lest we could offend them, go to the sea and cast an hook and take up the fish that first comes up, and when thou hast opened his mouth, thou shalt find a piece of money, that take and give unto them for me and thee." 마태복음 17장 27절까지 읽어보았습니다. 다음 18장은 다음 시간에 계속해서 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.